I would like to give a special nail artist shout out to Nikki, Queen Miss Chris, Sammy the Goat, and I Love Nails for being the first one to comment on my last video. Thank you so very much.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button. And let's go ahead and get into today's set. So for today's set, I'm using my Long Coffin Luck Forever Nude Nail Tips. I feel like they're so perfect against my skin tone, and they just make for a very great base. So these are the nails that I will be using. I got them off Amazon, and I will link them down below. For my gel polish today, I am using 24K from Madam Glam, which is a really nice gold glitter gel. And then I'm doing yet another purple set. So for this one, I'm using Angelic Sonata. But this set I did like a week ago. And I just kind of been saving it for a day that I could upload it. Maybe if I didn't have anything to upload. And I have other content, but I just want to kind of get this out the way. So I know I just did a purple set, but we're going to run it back real quick because I did this set and wore it last week. Or maybe even 2 weeks ago. I feel like I've done this one so long ago, but it was just a comfortable set for the week. And I wanted to share it with you guys. I've done this same design before in a different color. I just want to see what it would look like with like a really nice light spring color. So I went with this purple. So right now I'm starting with prep, and you guys saw me push back my cuticles with my cuticle pusher. Now I'm going to go in with a small bit around the cuticle area and just remove any dead skin that might be in and around that area. And then I'm taking this smaller mandrel with a sanding band and going around the cuticle a little bit more, and also just roughing up the surface of my natural nail before starting in with applying the actual nail tips. So I go ahead and just dust off any excess dust, and now I'm going in with my Model 1's dehydrator and also a coat of my Model 1's primer as well. For the application, I'm using my 3-in-1 gel glue from Macart. And typically what I do is etch the inside of the nails. So normally I would use my e-file and etch the inside of the nails, but I wanted to show you all how you use, and I promised to show this in a previous video, how to etch it with primer. So you would take your primer and just do as I am doing with this nail here, just kind of scrub it in, and you can feel it when it's like pretty much etched. The feel of the nail will change as you're swiping that brush in, and you just want to keep swiping until you feel it kind of breaking down, which at that point means that it is being etched and prepared for you to place on your nail. Now I did end up wearing these nails for a week because this was my very first time ever etching the inside with primer, and I must say it works just the same as etching it with an e-file. They were very long lasting, so either method actually works if you want to use your primer or if you have an e-file that you can safely etch the inside of your nail. Either way, you want to do one or the other to prep the inside of your full cover tip before going in with the Gel X method. So you can apply this 3-in-1 glue gel. You can like actually apply a layer like base coat because it is also used as a base coat, and you can cure it fully for 30 seconds and then go in and apply the nail. Or you can do what I'm doing here. I placed a little bit, like a thin layer of the glue gel on my natural nail, and then I applied some into the nail tip and went in at a 45-degree angle, and you see me just repeating the same thing over every nail. I flash cure them for about 10 seconds a piece, and then once I get all of the nails on, I'll give it a full 30-second cure in my lamp. I'm going in with my Pana 8080 hand file, and I'm just going ahead and basically filing off that tab at the tip of each of the nails. You can also go in on the sides if you feel, but I always feel like my nail tips are really nicely shaped, and this is why I buy them shaped, obviously, so I can do minimal filing. So I then take my mandrel with a fine grit sanding band, and I'm going to go around my cuticle here just to kind of clean up any spillage that might be there and make it a little bit more flushed to the cuticle area. Once that's done, I'm going to take my mini buffer and just buff the shine off of all of the nails so I'm able to go in with my nail art. So today's design is real basic and straight to the point. Again, I've done this before with a different color, but I just wanted to see what it would look like with Angelic Sonata, this really nice light purple shade. And I typically don't do my nails without actually doing a video for them, so I just decided to create yet another video because I thought this style was really cute. And very neat. I love to do my toes with this design in different colors and just use the same nail foil or transfer foil on my toes. Like right now, currently I have this same design that I'm doing on my fingers on my toes, but in a blue. So I can't remember what blue I use, but it's really pretty. So what I'm doing is I'm taking Angelic Sonata, and I just made a line right up the center of the nail as you see here, and then I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the whole right side of the nail with Angelic Sonata. And again, I'm repeating this over each and every nail. Once I get all of the right side of these nails coated with the Angelic Sonata, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 30-second cure in my lamp. I hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. And thank you so much to anyone that does take their time to watch my videos. It's really appreciated. Watching my videos to the end does help me out quite a bit. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family, and I thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. If you're watching the video right now and you're not yet subscribed, I would definitely love it if you would go ahead and join the family and subscribe to my channel. And if you've been subscribed, new or old, just know that I do love you oh so much. And I'm very, very, very thankful and grateful for you all. So I went ahead and cured all of those nails, and now I'm going in on the left side. I'm just going to create like a half French. So I'm taking and creating half of a smile line just to connect to that other side. And then I'm going to fill the top portion of this side of the nail in. So again, I'm just going to simply repeat that over all of my nails. And once I get all of my half Frenches done, set, and it looks to my, liking, I like it, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 30-second cure in my lamp. So now I'm using my Burano nail foil glue, and I placed some on my nail palette there, and I'm just outlining. So I'm going to make a line down the center, and that right side that we made the full shade of Angelic Sonata, I'm going to cover it entirely with the nail foil glue on all of the nails. So the entire right side, I'm going to use my nail art brush and just paint over that purple area with the nail foil glue. Once I get all of the nails covered with the nail foil glue, I'm going to go ahead and do a 60-second cure in my lamp. So once I pop this in for a 60-second cure, when I come out of the lamp, I typically like to wait an extra 30 seconds before I actually apply my nail foil so that I get a better stick and a better transfer. So for today, I'm using this leopard print design, and I'm just going to go over the nail foil glue areas and just go ahead and rub that into the nail. So this was really easy. It transferred very nicely into all of the areas. It was just a really simple, super cute design that I really liked. So I'm basically just going to rub this into all of my nails. So to finish off my set, I'm just going in with 24K and I'm going to go down the center, and then I'm going to outline the bottom portion of that French on each of the nails and give it a 30-second cure. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to go ahead and put a nice juicy top coat over all of the nails and cure for 30 seconds. Off camera, I do apply some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here's the finished set. I love it. I feel like it's such a nice, simple, clean cut design. But comment down below and let me know what you think of my set. And if you've made it this far into the video, I definitely would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next one. Remember to be the very best you that you can be, and much love to all.